Hello again, whiskey friends. Thanks for joining everybody for another blind review. This will be our fifth video in the series where we have been reviewing a blind box sent by executive producer Todd Ritter, who is also a co-host on the Bourbon Road podcast. Be sure to follow the Bourbon Road podcast wherever you listen to podcasts, whether it be Spotify, Apple Podcasts, etc. But Todd sent to me a box of samples. I was very diligent about blinding these samples so that I could do them live with you on these reviews. Thus far, the floor is E.H. Taylor Barrel Proof, scoring an 84 out of 100. And the leader in the clubhouse is actually the Wheel Horse, which is a Green River blend coming from the same company that brings us Copper and Cask. Very surprising that the Wheel Horse is leading this whole thing so far. Will today's sample lower the floor, raise the ceiling? Let's find out together. So thank you for joining in, whiskey friends. Let's kick off the show. All right. So behind the scenes here at the channel, I keep a lot of spreadsheets and do a lot of different things with our scoring system. But the way I can summarize it to you is that it's 10 metrics comprised of a flavor score, experience score, and a value score that evaluates the whiskey throughout the entire experience from the nose to the front of the palate, mid palate, into the finish. Aggregate those scores together, and you can understand how these whiskeys compared to other whiskeys. Thus far, by comparison, the E.H. Taylor is the floor at an 84 out of 100, whereas the leader in the clubhouse is the Wheel Horse at an 86 out of 100. None of these thus far are like hitting what I would consider like top 5 whiskeys of the year. To get into that range, you really got to hit above an 88 or higher. But all of them have been enjoyable in their own ways. So what I have here is a box and a dangerous black Glen that I'm going to pour the blind sample into. So I won't even have the benefit of seeing the color to interfere with what I think about this whiskey. Now, this is video number 5 in this series. So I do have a bunch of different whiskeys to choose from as we essentially play Battleship on this board. I'm going to pull one out. And today I feel like I need to pull one out from row A. So we're going to go A2. So now I got the sample in my hand. I'm going to do everything I can to keep this blind and to not look at the label. But if I kind of look up here, I can feel where the label is and I can show it to you and hope that the camera is zooming in enough to show you what I'm drinking so you are in the know while I am completely blind. All right. So I'm going to take this sample, pour it into the dangerous black Glen. Cheers to all the amazing friends that I met at Whiskey Weekend. Still use those backpacks like every single weekend. I'm going to put this sample in my pocket and we are going to dive into this review and break down the entire experience from the nose to the front palate to the mid palate to the finish. I'm going to keep you appraised of my average score as we break that down, which will eventually then add up to our total score. So let's get into the nose first. Cheers, everybody. Woo! Man, first impression of this one is super strong. There was something about this nose that like makes me want to shimmy a little bit. Seems very elevated. I'm going to try to break this one down. Man, fruits on this one are more of like your red leaning fruits, the raspberries or the cherries. Man, a little bit of glazed donut there. Also a little bit of oak there too. I'm kind of thrown off on the what the age profile is on this one. Yeah, glazed jelly-filled donuts do this very well. There's also a spice profile on this one too. Even a level of citrus, almost like an orange marmalade. Man, cinnamon, sugar going on. Jeez, this one's ringing my bell on the nose, man. I'm liking this one a lot. I'm getting jazzed. Man, I think it's a bourbon, but it's so refreshing and there's this effervescence about it. It could be a rye as well. So I'm a bit torn on everything, but I love this nose. All right, we're starting strong here. I'm giving 9 on the nose. It got 9 on complexity and 9 on flavor. Man, I don't know. This one's hitting me as like a complete package on the nose almost. I really hope this carries through to the palate. Let's get into the first taste of this thing. All right. Cheers, everybody. Up front, this one continues to shine. Mouthfeel is very oily, quite coating everywhere. Standout moment there on the mouthfeel. Gives a lot of good flavors up front. Very consistent with what I was getting on the nose, too. So this is carrying through. Hitting mid palate, flavors continue to escalate and deliver. I'm getting all this like char, darkness, fruit, spice, man, oak profile. Man, this is really good. And we're going to keep these good vibes going all the way through to the finish here. The finish brings spice profile to this whole equation here. I think this is a rye. It could be a high rye bourbon. I think this is just a straight rye. Man, the lovely oak and char on the finish. Again, combined with the fruits, getting the cherry again. I don't know, gang. This one's going to score pretty darn high. I think I'm going to give this thing a 10 on the balance, too. I'm pretty excited about this one. Holy cow. I am dancing. Woo. All right, we got a new leader in the clubhouse here. I'm giving this one an 89. Woo, that's good. What is this? I can't wait to see this reveal, everybody. Now, I think what's fun about this, too, once again, I don't know what's in here, but you can see my raw, visceral reaction. I would say now that I've like graded enough things to hit that more visceral reaction, like where I'm super excited, it's got to be an 88 or above. And that typically is what it takes to be on top 10 or top 5 lists. And this one's right there, clearly. What the heck are we going through here? All right, whatever it is, it's the new leader in the clubhouse of this whole series. So I'm going to pull this out of my pocket and let's reveal Redemption 10-year High Rye Bourbon. Man, I don't know if you were able to see all of that writing there earlier or not. Let's pull this one up. I need to know more. Oh, man. So this is the 10-year version of the Redemption. I got a bunch of the 9 years. I actually got 2 still stashed in one of my shelves here as backups. This 10-year is awesome, everybody. Go figure. I'm going to go taste a bunch of blind stuff and then just start raving about some high rye MGP. That is like so good, though. So I just clicked on the whiskey shelf here. I think this is probably the same one. So it's 10 years, 36% rye, mash bill. And then the proof on this one is 114.4. Dude, this is a buy every time. This thing's awesome. Man, now that you see what that is, yeah, definitely buy that if you see it. That is good. I still feel bad though. Let's do blind reviews. And Jeff just raves about MGP again. Go figure. Man, I don't know. Now I just went off that last sip. I could even grade that higher than 89. That's good. If you can get that for 100, get that for 100. Holy cow. So thank you, Todd, again for the great sample. Holy crap. That is now the leader in the clubhouse. Have you had this Redemption before? Holy cow. Let me know what you think of it in the comments. I'm blown away right now. That was so delicious. That really just set the standard. And just remember, while you can always find more whiskey, you can never have enough whiskey, friends. So take care of those around you, and we will catch you on the next one. Goodbye, everybody. Thank you for watching Hello Again, Whiskey Friends, everybody. A big shout out to our amazing Patreon community. If it wasn't for you, we couldn't continue to produce the content and barrel picks week after week. And for everybody else out there, be sure to hit that like and subscribe. It really helps the channel more than you know. And we'll catch you on the next one. Goodbye, everybody. Oh, I'm still here. Crap. Sometimes I forget to put myself behind the scenes. Now you just like stuck. It's still delicious. I'm still just sitting here thoroughly enjoying it, everybody. What a great blind pour. I'll catch you on the next one.